Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the SteelSeries Apex 3 keyboard and the SteelSeries Rival 650. Next week we're going to compare this to the Alienware to the less expensive Red Dragon. We're going to see how important it is to get a nice gaming keyboard and mouse versus trying to save a little money and going with a Red Dragon. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the keyboard first. Here's the back of the box. You can see it's got a 10-zone RGB illumination, IP32 water resistant, a premium magnetic wrist rest, dedicated media controls, and 3-way cable routing. Guaranteed 20 million presses. Wow, that's impressive. It's got whisper quiet gaming switches. We'll see if that's true. You can see it works on the PC, Mac, Xbox One, and the PS4. So that might save you when you spill your gaming energy drink on it. Using my high-tech pencil. Alright, let's open this up. So it appears like it's already on. That's just because of my studio lighting, and it's a pretty keyboard. I'm guessing this is the magnetic wrist rest. It's got a nice little reflective logo right there. And then your product information guide. All right, let's try out this magnetic wrist rest. Boop. Key travel feels pretty nice. I like the space bar. It's not as tingy as the Alienware. That feels really good. Arrow keys feel pretty solid. There's definitely a good resistance to them before you hit them. They're actually raised pretty high off the base. Lift this up. Oh yeah, feels really good. All right, let's put that to the side and unbox the mouse. All right, so this is the SteelSeries Rival 650 wireless mouse. Rise up! We don't play games to escape reality. And there she is. It's like a soft, smooth rubber. And then also in the box, these are mouse weights. And then a USB receiver. So you can take the sides of the mouse off right here, put those little mouse weights in there, give your mouse a nice extra oomph. I really like the feel of this. This feels like a high quality mouse. You got your little USB section right here. So getting into the review. This isn't a mechanical keyboard, but honestly, it's not going to make you game any worse. It's somewhat quiet and has a decent feel to it. I mean, it's comfortable. There's something about it though that just feels a little cheap in my opinion. When typing on it and not really looking at it in all of its glorious lighting, it doesn't really feel like a high quality keyboard. It feels kind of just like a basic keyboard that you would just throw in your cart when you're purchasing a new computer. Everything is made out of plastic except for this volume roller, which is made out of metal. The bottom has 3 thick rubber feet that ground the whole keyboard pretty well. Doesn't scoot around very much. Feels pretty nice. These rubber feet click out pretty nice as well, but when you click it back down, that's a really loud click. Definitely enough to wake somebody up that's in the same room with you. In between that, we have this cool little cord router that lets you choose between the sides or the middle on where you want your cord to come out. And then in the middle, we have this cool little nub next to the cord that actually helps it maintain its firmness there in the middle. That's for all those really hardcore gamers out there that like to mash the keys. In theory, I do like the floating key design. It looks pretty good from the above angle, but when you look at it from the side, you can see it kind of looks just a little bit cheap. I do like that you can use the SteelSeries button with some of the F keys to adjust your RGB lighting from the keyboard itself. That's pretty cool. Then you have this media button here that lets you click to play or pause whatever video you're watching. Another cool thing about the volume roller is that you can actually click down and that actually mutes the volume. The keyboard as a whole feels pretty solid and durable. It just doesn't feel like premium quality. It's rated at 20 million keystrokes, so it'll definitely last you a while. And we tested out the IP32 water resistance, and you can see here how well liquid just collects and rolls around the keys and then down the bottom. When it came to accuracy, our test showed that it was pretty up to par with some of the more expensive keyboards, and it was pretty comfortable to go from one key to the next. Would I call it whisper quiet? No, not really. I'm not even exactly sure what that means, but basically it's just up to par as far as noisiness goes as some of the other cheaper gaming keyboards out there. The controls for the lighting from within the computer were pretty minimal with only 10 zones of control. The colors I did find to be just a little bit off, and they did bleed into each other in kind of a weird way. It's a decent keyboard, but if you have a little bit extra money, I recommend actually going with the Apex 5 for $100. I did like the magnetic wrist though. It snapped on pretty firm and felt pretty comfortable. You will have to wipe it down pretty
pretty frequently though, because oil and sweat from your hands shows up pretty strong on it. Or maybe I just have overly sweaty hands. Moving on to the mouse. This $110 SteelSeries 650 mouse is a quality but kind of an expensive mouse. It is heavier than the average mouse, but I kind of like that. By default it's 121 grams, but with the 8 4-gram weights that you can add in, it can go up to 153 grams. I like me a heavy mouse, so I put all the weights in there for maximum heaviness. These guns don't build themselves. The heaviness also makes it somehow feel a little bit more expensive. The rubber housing case for the weights is designed in a way that can be stored pretty nicely around a cord for when you aren't needing it. The whole body is wrapped in this really nice soft rubber texture that makes it pretty comfortable to hold and grip onto. So it was a pretty nice experience when I used it for gaming. The clicking is more on the louder side, and I found it to be just a little too light and a little too loose. So it does feel like it's possible when moving the mouse quickly to accidentally flex your finger just enough to trigger a click. On the bottom you have your power button, your connect button, and then 2 sensors. One's for tracking and the other is for lift-off distance. One thing I didn't like about the portability of this mouse is that you can't store the wireless sensor within the mouse like you can many other gaming mice. The battery isn't too impressive as some of the other mice out there with only 24 hours of continuous usage, but it does boast a 10-hour recharge in only 15 minutes. That's pretty fast. Accuracy tests showed it to be excellent with its 1000 Hz polling rate and 1 millisecond latency in wireless mode. As far as design goes, it kind of feels like an alien beetle with its sharp edges, its wings, and its kind of more narrow front end. I do like the color controls and the animations for the lighting. It looks pretty sleek. It only has 2 CPI presets, but honestly I find myself only really ever using one and just sticking to it. Other cool things you can customize in the SteelSeries software on the computer are the lift distance, the polling rate, sleep timer, custom macros, speed of hand movement, acceleration and deceleration, and then something else called Illumination Smart Mode, which I actually found to be kind of pointless because all it really did was turn off the lights every time you move the mouse. Not really a feature I want, even if it does save on battery. Overall, this combo is great with the mouse looking and feeling and performing great, but in my opinion, what brings this keyboard up to be equally as great as this more expensive mouse is that water resistance. I know you gamers are going to spill something on your keyboard at some point in the future, and when you do, you're going to be glad you got this keyboard over that ultra expensive keyboard that honestly doesn't help you game any better, and it doesn't really look that much better than this one either. Guys, remember every Friday I do a giveaway that randomly selects someone who's interacted with this channel, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on, and stay tuned for that. On a personal note, I was just let go from my day job a couple of weeks ago, and I so badly want to make YouTube my full-time thing, and you guys can help me do that. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me do that by just remembering to use my affiliate links in the description below if you plan to purchase one of these products, as I get a small commission at no cost to you for every single purchase made. And the giveaway winner for this week is
Electras.
Thanks for watching, guys. I love you guys. God bless.